How's it going, Habibis? It's time to get your game on. We got a banger video for you today. We are going to be going over heroes, but not just any hero deck list. We're going to be going over a deck list made by another YouTuber, Grand Magus. I believe it's Magus, maybe pronounced Magus. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if I'm mispronouncing it. But for now, we'll say Grand Magus. This is the deck that they used in the Meta Weekly. They got to the top 8 with it. They were cooking. It was really amazing to see. And to be honest with you, I was very impressed watching it on DK's channel. So I wanted to give it a try myself. And I think this might be an interesting concept to try out for our channel, just to try out other people's deck lists and see how we do with them and what we think of them. If you guys care about my opinion on them, probably not, doesn't matter. But we'll go over the deck list and you guys will see this is pretty similar. I mean, 99% their deck list. I made some changes. I'll talk about it. Very literally one or two, but I really like the list. Let's see how we do. We're gonna go over this replay first and then we'll talk about the deck. So something to start off with, the way that Grand Magus has made their deck, they've basically made it to where it's more consistent because it's a 40 card deck, but it's also got a little bit less oomph. So you're gonna see here in just a minute, I'm gonna talk about it, but first we get Ashed here. We had both Rhoda as well as a Hero Lives. So we Rhoda'd to get Denier. Luckily we had the Stratos as well, so them negating or ashing our Hero Lives wasn't that big of a deal. Here we're able to go full combo, but you're gonna notice, if you guys have seen my previous videos, I have used Dark Angel a lot in the past. I stopped using it during the Snake Eyes meta, and we're kind of in a Snake Eyes meta again, right? With Snake Eyes Azamina, Fiendsmith being so prevalent and being the top deck, people are using Link Karibo. So if you're giving them a Dark Angel, it's just a free Link Karibo. It really doesn't do a whole lot of times. So Grand Magus is not using Dark Angel. So the deck, or I'm sorry, the end board looks a little bit less, I guess you would say, impressive, because it's missing that extra boss monster, if you want to consider Dark Angel a boss monster. Dark Angel is more so a like just a good floodgate to have up, right? And it's still a very impressive end board. We're still able to cook with it, get Dark Law, get Plasma, get DPE. It's just a little bit less often that you get, you know, the 3 big boss monsters with Dark Angel, Dark Law, as well as DPE, right? And obviously favorite contact to go into Shiny Neos Wingman. So I've been trying to also do my combos a little bit differently. If you guys haven't seen my combo video, I will be sure to link it above here for you guys, as well as in the description box. Now, I realized we're playing against Tearlament, so I was like, oh, easy dub. Let's go into Dark Law. They're gonna Super Poly me here. Sucks. Can't activate Maxi in response to Super Poly. They get rid of DP, as well as I miss on my Dark Law. So that's a feels bad. So now we have to be very careful with our Forbidden Droplet, as well as our favorite contact here. We are going to get Maxi going. We're going to grab Honest Neos. And I could have grabbed Follow-Up, but I figured I'd draw into something because I noticed that they weren't negating the Maxi. I'm going to Droplet the Verte. I'm sorry, the Verte. The Predaplay and Dragostapelia. Not Predaplay and Verte. Dragostapelia, as well as the Kit Kalos. And we're going to go favorite contact and pop 3 monsters here. Basically leave the Kit Kalos on the field just to sit there. I took a chance that they didn't have anything for the Rhino Heart. They ended up having something, and they were able to grab Sulliak. So I took a gamble. It kind of worked, kind of didn't. I'm going to go straight to Battle Phase here. I want to make sure I get this Sulliak activated. They're going to use it, send Kit Kalos. Of course, they get a hit. They're going to go into their Kaleido Heart. Now, luckily, we draw into another Droplet. We're able to Droplet them and negate Kaleido Heart's effect, which is very good for us. But of course, you know, in typical Tearlament's fashion, they mill a Fairy Tail Snow, and they're able to put my Sunrise face down. So now I can't get the pop off of Sunrise when another hero monster declares an attack. I'm going to flip Sunrise face up. We're going to summon Ferris and go into Cross Crusader. Cross Crusader is going to allow us to bring back DPE. And we are going to pop the Tearlament Scream. Now, it's going to allow them to search for something, but I'd rather them get a trap card that they can't use as long as they don't have a Tearlament monster on the field than give them, you know, Scream, which is just any normal summon gets them a mill. They didn't draw into a Terralence monster. Finally, their luck ran out, and we get the scoop. But I'm really enjoying this deck. I think it's very consistent. Let's talk about it. All right, Habibis. This is the goo. But it's not my goo.
What did he say?
That came out wrong. That's it. It's Grand Magus's deck list, at least 99% inspired by Grand Magus. Now, what I will say, preface this for the big Grand Magus fans out there, I don't play the deck as well as Grand Magus. I'm not as skilled with heroes in general as them, even though I think I'm very good at heroes. They're on a completely another level. So if you guys want to learn a thing or two, be sure to sub to Grand Magus's channel. I will link it in my description below. Great YouTuber, great hero content, very good. Also, this is their deck, so I'm a strong believer that no one knows how to play your deck better than you, right? Because you know all the intricacies of it. I'll talk about some differences that I have between my deck and Grand Magus's. Like I said, it's basically like 99% the same. I'm playing 1 increase, they play 2. Philosophical differences. It's basically, I play a lot of, let's just be honest, bad decks. Dark Magician. And basically, I've come to the realization that I got to get lucky. I need to allow some luck to factor in. And it's going to be lucky to not draw into increase, right? I would rather not have it in my opening hand. With my current construction, there's an 11% chance of opening it. I've done the math. That's 1 out of 10 duels, basically, roughly, that you're going to open increase. And when that happens, yeah, that sucks. It turns out I've been winning a lot of those duels for whatever reason. But when it happens, you don't get to combo. But I like taking my chances, because playing 2 complete bricks in the deck just to not draw into them, I just don't like that. And I feel like I gotta, you know, take the chances where I have them. And playing 1 increase is one that I've chosen to do. They played at 2. Perhaps the smarter play, but also this is a high risk, high reward play. So that's what I do. I'm playing 3 Ferris. They were playing 2. I just changed this to 3 maybe like 10 duels ago. I'd say I probably played like maybe 35 duels with this deck, and they've gone really well, to be honest with you. The 2 Ferris, it makes sense, especially if you're trying to trim, but I prefer, and you guys might call me crazy, and please tell me if I'm absolutely crazy. I know everybody disagrees and everybody thinks about it. Hear me out. I prefer playing 2 Mali. I really do. I don't know if I'm crazy yet, but I just feel like there's so many garnets in the deck. We talked about the increase, the Neos, the Denier. Now you got 3 Malis, and they're like just so many garnets and things you don't necessarily want to see. Obviously, Mali and Ferris or Mali and Stratos are combo, but there have been so many times where I open up 2 Malis and it's just like crap, you know? Would it be different if I was playing it at 2 and that was another card in my hand instead of, you know, the double Mali? So it's something to consider. It feels great, don't get me wrong, when there's 3 Malis and you know, 2 in the deck that you can summon, and 3 essentially if you use Denier's effect to put 1 back. It feels great in the middle of a combo, but would it be better for consistency to play it at 2? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Other than that, the only other difference I'll say, I think they're playing 3 Droplet. I'm playing a TTT instead. Basically, all of these cards here, Dark Ruler, Droplet, as well as TTT, act as board breakers. That is something huge that Grand Magus is doing that I really, really like. They're kind of stepping away from hand traps. Even though we're in a hand trap meta, they're playing board breakers, which I like that, because realistically, you can Imperm and Ash and Veiler all you want. You're probably not stopping a lot of these decks. That's the sad reality of it. And it does slow down your purpose of your deck because you're playing so much non-engine. They're just playing the 5 board breakers, which I like it. Doesn't make the duels take a long time because heroes take a long time to set up, and a lot of these duels these decks we go up against take a long time to set up. Yes, but hey, you know what? We're here to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's play it. Other than that, the only other thing I'll say is the extra deck is pretty standard. I didn't go into Blast once. I played Blast in my regular hero deck. I've gone back and forth between playing Dangerous or I've been thinking about playing Dangerous and Dread Decimator, or even Dangerous and Blast. Because I like Dangerous. Dangerous, if you guys don't know, I have a 1.5 card combo where Dangerous is involved and Vion is the starter. And it's pretty good. If you guys don't know about it, it's in my combo video, which I'll have in the description box. And I like Dangerous for that purpose, but other than that, it's pretty useless as well. So And the extra deck's pretty standard. This is what most people play, and you know, it works. So you can't go wrong with this, but you can also consider playing dangerous. Other than that, guys, that is the deck. I'm really liking it. It feels super consistent. I like that a lot. Let's go into some replays so we can show off the build. Like I said, go sub to Grand Magus if you're not already subbed. And also, if you guys like this video, hit the thumbs up button, like the video for me, sub to the channel if you're not already subbed. I think it's like 73% are not subbed recently, so I appreciate everyone that does drop a sub. Thank you guys so much. And if you guys are not and you like my videos, consider subbing to the channel because it helps a ton and it helps me continue to produce videos like this. So without further ado, let's get into the rest of these replays. All right, so we're gonna join this duel in the middle, towards the end of my opponent's first turn. Like I said, not playing many hand traps. So these turns take a while. You let the opponent play for a long time, which, I mean, I think that's most people's experience with Master Duel these days. Just watching my opponent combo for 8 minutes straight. Hey, like I said in previous videos, playing the time is a win condition these days. Nothing wrong with it. Hit him with the Dark Ruler. Love to see it. Love to see it, man. It's a great card. I don't know why more people aren't playing it. It's a really good card. We're gonna go Rhoda. Rhoda is going to allow us to grab our nothing because it's gonna get negated, or wait, Forbidden Droplet. Droplet dodges as well. So it acts as like almost like how Mass Change dodges. You can do the same thing with Droplet. And even though the effects are already negated, because Droplet's effect is to half the attack, we're able to do it. We're gonna grab Ferris, send the Liquid Soldier, summon the increase, summon the Vion. Now they're going to activate their Sinful Spoils of whatever this is, Sinful Spoils of the White Forest, summon out Guardian Chimera, and I would think, most people would think all hope is lost here because they're going to get to pop 2 monsters on my field. They get Fallout for next turn. Feels bad, sucks to suck. Fusion Destiny. We're going to send Denier and Neos, go into DPE. I'm going to set a card just in case I need to pop something. That's why I set the favorite contact here. They're going to go Morian to flip my Mally face down. I'm going to chain my DPE. I feel like those weren't good plays by them to set my Mally face down, but nevertheless. We'll go Cross Guy. Cross Guy is going to revive the Denier, summon another Mally, and we're going to break this board down. Let's get rid of some of these monsters. And by some, I mean all. Let's get rid of all of these monsters. Now, we go Plasma here. I literally was like on the fence. Should I go Plasma or should I stick with DPE? I thought that DPE might be a little bit better because I knew they had the Diabell Star, and I knew they had a way to, like, essentially, you know, get over a 1900 attack point Plasma. So I was kind of worried. Like, I knew they can, you know, get a Diabell Star out, and also the Fiendsmith plays, you know, they can definitely beat over a Plasma. So I decided not to go Plasma here. Just have them on deck ready for potentially next turn. But my opponent just, you know, kept doing their thing. I'm gonna go Favorite Contact. I'm gonna pop that Engraver because they were gonna try to use its effect to, you know, bounce my card back. We're gonna go into our Absolute Zero, and we won due to time. Would you look at that? When you let your opponent play for 11, 12 minutes, hey, good things happen. You just make the next play that you can, and this deck has a lot of plays to be made because it is organized pretty dang well. Alrighty, King Matty has selected going first, so what are we gonna do here? Let's see. So right off the bat, we're gonna get hit with the Maximum K. And because we're playing a 40 card deck, we have a higher chance of seeing those cards like Called by the Grave, also seeing our Max C. Beautiful thing about this deck is that you get to see those really high impact cards. So we're able to play around the Max C there, summon out DP. Max C is usually a big problem for heroes because they just naturally special summon so much. Now you're going to see in just a second another big problem for heroes. So this is my third summon. Now we're on our fourth summon, And now we're on our 5th summon, and all of a sudden I notice my opponent's field starting to light up. So they're going to find out why I am known as the master at baiting my opponent here, okay? So we're going to go grab our Ferris, and I'm going to go set a card. Okay, I set a card, ended my turn, go into my end phase. They activate Nibiru. Okay, pop DPE and Cross Crusader. Nib fizzles because they cannot tribute any monsters, and we just go full combo here. We send the Shadow Mist, grab Stratos, we still have a normal summoned, grab Plasma, summon Increase, summon Vion. Vion does not need to send because we already have our Denier and our Mally in the grave. We're going to go Infernal Devicer. Infernal Devicer is going to help us set up our favorite contact, which we actually cannot do. I'm so sorry. We can do that. It's for follow-up, though. We can't do that because we're Dark Locked because of Fusion Destiny. That's something to remember. After you activate Fusion Destiny, you cannot special summon any monsters for the rest of the turn except Dark Hero monsters. So that is why I did not set up Favorite Contact, but I did get 3 bodies on the field to go Plasma. I have DPE coming. I got a Droplet set in case they're able to get over my Plasma. But remember, DPE lowers older monsters' attack. And my opponent's Scoops, we played through 2 hand traps there, and I feel like, you know, this deck is something that can do that consistently because you have the options with it. You got numerous starters that you like to see. It's hard to see your Hero Lives in a 60 card deck. It's hard to see your Fusion Destiny in a 60 card deck, even if it's at 3. But if it's at 40, your chances of seeing those cards are astronomically higher. Last duel, let's end it with a banger and all gas hand. So we have so many avenues with this particular hand. We're going to show you guys what the full combo looks like. Here we're able to bait out a negate with the E-Call. Our opponent doesn't have any hand traps, so we're just going to go and grab the Mass Change right away just so we have it in case they imperm us or Veiler us later on in the combo. It's always good to have a Mass Change if you can afford to get it, and given this hand and how much just gas it has, it's very easy to grab Mass Change here. Very, very easy decision. So we're going to go into our full combo, and we are going to grab the Liquid Soldier. We don't even have to go Devicer because we already have the Neos. It's pretty crazy. We're not going to have to go Wake Up because we already, you know, got Shadow Mist here. We're going to revive the Stratos, grab Plasma. So, you know, these hands are capable with this deck because of the consistency and because of the gas it has. Now, I should have sacrificed my Stratos here, so my zone was blocked. I wasn't thinking there. And I guess you could say this deck is a little bit more forgiving than most hero decks because, you know, it has multiple avenues to play. Here we just tribute everything. We summoned Plasma a little bit early there, but no big deal. I could already tell my opponent didn't have anything here, so usually they give tells if they have something, like a Nib or something. There's some point where they make it obvious. And here we end on this very aesthetically pleasing board. We got the 3 big boys. Got DPE, Plasma, Darklaw. And we got Shiny Neo Swingman waiting in the wings. And poor Ashes here didn't stand a chance. They're going to summon Unicorn, activate Theosis. I guess they're on Kashtira. They try to swing over Plasma. The effect gets negated, popped. Not popped, but destroyed. And the opponent scoops. So there it is, guys. That is what this deck can accomplish. I'll be honest, I'm thoroughly impressed with this deck. So I give it a high remarks, A+. Really like it. If you guys want to see more, be sure to check out Grand Magus. And if you guys want to see more of me, sub to the channel. I'd appreciate it. Like the video if you like it. And until next time, Habibis, peace and love. Take care of yourselves. Go out of your way to make some of these days special. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Is where we